Hey, Ellie, can I borrow that Louis Vuitton bag? It's perfect for the party.
Willow, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, wait, are you saying no? Oh, come on. See, this is exactly the kind of thing you always do, Ellie. I mean, we're sisters, even if it's just in law. And you won't even lend me a bag? That's kind of wild. It's not like you ever use it anyway. It's just sitting in your closet collecting dust. You should be thanking me for actually putting it to good use. What, are you just scared one of your mom friends might see it? If your ego's that fragile, don't worry. I'll carry it loud and proud and boost your rep for you.
Oh, wait a second. I put in a lot of effort to get that bag. It was a birthday treat for me. It's not something I can just lend out like it's nothing.
Okay. Chill with the whole sentimental value speech. It's just for one night, right? I'll give it back. I'm not going to spill anything on it or break it.
That's not the point. It means a lot to me and I'd really rather not lend it out.
Seriously? We're sisters-in-law, aren't we? It's totally normal to lend each other stuff. Saying no is actually kind of cold. You're always so stubborn. Even when you first got married, you never shared snacks or anything. You haven't changed one bit.
What I need you to understand is it's about how it makes me feel. Before we even talk about yes or no, I hate being pressured into things.
Oh, I'm not pressuring you. I'm just asking. And I need it tonight. I want to match it with my dress and post it on Instagram. I just hit 10,000 followers. That's a huge milestone.
So you're saying it's fine to just grab someone else's stuff to celebrate that?
Wow. How can you say something like that? You're seriously so cold, Ellie. You've always been like this. It's like you got no emotional space.
This isn't about emotional space. It's about basic manners. Expecting someone to let you borrow their things just because you asked is totally unreasonable.
Unreasonable? You're the one throwing a fit over a bag for one night. How small-minded can you be? You know what? Maybe I'll just grab it without saying anything. You probably won't even notice if I swing by right now, right?
Excuse me? That's straight up theft.
Theft's a little dramatic, don't you think? I'd prefer to call it sharing between sisters. Well, if you won't lend it to me, guess I'll just have to take matters into my own hands.
I'm taking a screenshot of this WhatsApp convo right now. If you come into my house without permission, I'll be reporting it. For real.
Reporting me? Are you serious right now? It was a joke. Chill out, would you?
This isn't about jokes. If you take something that belongs to me without my permission, that's called a crime.
Whatever. Fine, I'll drop the bag idea, but wow, you're so stingy. I don't know a single mom friend who acts like you.
Then why don't you borrow one from one of your mom friends? Because I'm done dealing with your nonsense.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. Total waste of time talking to someone this uptight. Anyway, I'll find another way to slay tonight. Hey Ellie, how's everything? Looks like the weather is getting chilly lately, huh?
Willow? Sorry for being a bit out of touch lately.
No worries. You don't need to apologize for that. So anyway, we got a favor to ask again this year.
You want me to watch the kids again, don't you?
Bingo! I know I ask you every year and I feel bad, but we're heading out on our annual Christmas trip with my in-laws. You're on babysitting duty again. 6 kids. Thanks in advance.
That same trip every single year. Willow, have you seriously never once taken the kids with you? It's Christmas, you know. I have a feeling that it would be fun for all of you to go together. Don't you think your in-laws would love to spend Christmas with their grandkids? I feel like that'll make the trip way more special for everyone.
Yeah, they are never happy about it. Every time I even mention the kids, they just sigh and go, no way. Can you believe that? I ask them every single year. Like, do you mind if we bring the kids? They're really looking forward to Christmas too. But every time it's like deja vu. They shoot it down immediately. They even told me once, bringing the kids is totally inappropriate. Those two seriously only care about themselves.
Wait, they've turned you down every single year? That's unbelievable.
At first, especially when our oldest was just born and they were so happy about him. They held him, took pictures. Were they just faking it? Back then, they made it sound like, yes, bring him on the trip. And now what? The second we had 6, suddenly it's too many to handle. What kind of logic is that? Is having a big family supposed to be a bad thing now? Isn't a loud, happy house supposed to be a blessing? Now it's please don't bring them, they require too much effort. That's really tough to hear. They actually said 1 or 2 grandkids, sure, but 6 is too much. It's overwhelming. Who says that to their grandkids? That's just selfish parenting.
In just a moment, could it be that they're mentioning this because of the trip's costs? I really hope that's not the reason. Aren't you guys the ones covering the children's travel and lodging? That's how it should work, right?
No, that's not how it is. That first year, my in-laws covered everything. For both of us and our oldest kid, every single expense. It really felt like we were being treated, you know. So of course I figured it'd be like that every year. Then suddenly they go, from now on you'll need to pay your own way. Like, when was that decided? Yeah, I get that more grandkids mean more cost, but saying we can't pay anymore just like that makes me want to say, excuse me, we're doing you the favor by cutting.
But paying for 6 kids is a huge amount. 2 adults and 6 kids. That's 8 people total. That's got to be a serious burden on your retired parents. Honestly, I'm just wondering if it's even worth going anymore. Have you ever thought about just skipping the trip yourself?
What? What do you mean? Are you seriously suggesting that I don't go?
I mean, they said your kids aren't welcome, right? So I'm just not sure why you still want to go alone. Plus, every year you leave all the kids with me, and it's getting to be a lot. Truth is, it's exhausting for me too. What if your husband went on the trip alone instead? Would it really be so bad if it was just your husband going with the family?
Yeah, and guess what? That idea got totally shut down too. Even when I brought it up, they didn't even pretend to consider it. They just pushed back with this whole you're the daughter-in-law, it's your duty vibe. My mother-in-law and father-in-law are like, what do you think people will say if the daughter-in-law doesn't show up? Like I'm the only one being judged for it.
Wow, I didn't realize they were putting that much pressure on you. Worrying about what the neighbors think? That's a bit much.
So yeah, it's basically this annual obligation now. And this year's no different. Please, can you take care of the kids again?
I do understand where you're coming from, but to be honest, I'm really starting to feel worn out, physically and mentally. Watching 6 kids for 7 days straight is not easy, especially with the youngest still being so little.
Yeah, well, I do that every single day. It's not just 1 or 2 days for me. It's year-round, non-stop. That's why I'm really asking you, just for a couple of days. You've done it so many times, you're basically a pro by now, right? And the older kids can pretty much take care of themselves these days. It should actually be easier than it used to be, right? Even the little ones are super well behaved. I always hear them saying thank you and everything.
Yeah, that's totally true. Your kids each have their own personalities and they're all really sweet. Honestly, I never hated watching them, thanks to that. I think I've kind of had a pretty good time with them every year. But this year is a little different. The truth is, there's a reason this is a bit tough for me.
Tough for you? Wait, what? What happened? Ellie, I remember you saying you were fully remote, right? That's why I always thought, phew, what a lifesaver when I asked you.
Well, my company changed our work policy. I used to be fully remote, but now I have to go into the office 4 days a week. And on top of that, Jacob got transferred last month, and now he's living out of state for work. So I've been home alone, juggling everything, housework and my job. And in that situation, taking care of 6 kids for 7 straight days, it just isn't realistic. I'm really sorry.
Wait, what? Jacob's living out of state? You didn't tell me that. But the trip's only 7 days. It's the same as every year.
Yeah, I get that. But no matter how I look at it, it's just not possible right now.
Oh, come on, please. I'm begging you. Isn't there some way to make it work? Can't you just use some PTO and stay home for the week?
Oh, wait. Are you seriously saying that right now? You're not actually expecting me to take paid time off just to babysit your kids for 7 days straight, are you?
But I really don't have any other options. I really need to ask you for this favor, even if it might be a bit of a stretch for you. You're the only one I can count on. You're the only relative we actually get along with. I know I lean on you too much, but I'm seriously stuck this time. So just this once, is there any way you can help? Please.
I'm sorry, but I'm really at my limit. I'm not a daycare worker, and I'm not doing this out of charity. You've asked me to do this like it's no big deal over and over, and honestly, it's been bugging me. So this time, could you at least help cover part of the cost? I really think that's only fair.
Wait, what? Cover the cost? You've never brought that up before.
That's true, I haven't. I was just holding back, that's all. Now that the kids are older, feeding 6 of them for a whole week seriously adds up. Lunches, dinners, snacks for 6 kids? My fridge gets cleaned out fast. As a mom yourself, I'm sure you understand how that goes, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But honestly, bringing up money out of nowhere kind of caught me off guard. It's not really something I can decide on my own. We handle all the finances through my husband, so it's not like I can just say, sure, I'll pay on the spot. You get that, right? I can't make that call by myself. So, can you just tell me first if you'll take the kids or not?
Yeah, no, that's not going to work. If the money part is still vague, I can't make any plans on my end. If you're going to say we'll figure it out later, then I'm the one left hanging.
Ellie, please. I'm really in a bind this time. I'm begging you. Help me out. I promise I'll talk to my husband about the food costs. It would seriously mean the world if you take them again this year.
Okay, fine. But seriously, this is the last time. And in return, you need to talk to your husband and figure out a clear plan to cover the cost. Let me be crystal clear. I'm not watching the kids for free anymore. I'm setting that boundary now.
Thank you, Ellie. You're a lifesaver. Seriously, you're the kind of sister-in-law everyone wishes they had.
Hi, Matthew. Sorry to bother you while you're busy. This is Ellie, Willow's sister-in-law. I know this is probably during your break, but there's something I really felt I needed to talk to you about.
Oh, Ellie. It's been a while. I wasn't expecting a message from you, so I was a little surprised. But for you to reach out to me directly, did something happen? Is there some kind of issue with Willow?
Well, actually, just like every year, Willow asked me to watch the kids for 7 days over Christmas. But since it's the holidays and all, there's something that's been on my mind these past few years. And I thought it'd be best to talk to you directly.
You mean about taking care of the kids? Well, so basically the usual arrangement, right?
Yes, I've adjusted my work schedule again this year, and I think I can manage to take the kids for 7 days. But the thing is, there's still been no mention at all of covering any living or food expenses. Honestly, now that the kids are getting older, the cost of meals and daily essentials keeps going up. It's just not sustainable for me to keep doing this for free. So I wanted to ask if you'd be willing to at least cover the basic out-of-pocket expenses. Since this has become a yearly thing, I hoped we could start having that conversation little by little.
Wait a second. Ellie, are you saying that you've been taking care of them for free all this time? Every year I've been giving Willow the money. I swear I've handed her $1,200 every single time.
What? $1,200? I'm honestly kind of shocked. I had no idea.
I'm not lying. Since it was the 6 kids plus Willow staying over, I figured that was a reasonable amount to prepare. For food, supplies, everything during the 7 days. I thought $1,200 was totally fair, and I gave it to her every year.
Well, I hate to say this, but I've never received anything. Not once.
Not even once?
Also, Matthew, when you said Willow would be staying too, what exactly did you mean by that? I feel like something's not adding up here. Every year, your 6 kids come to stay with me, and Willow drops off their bags and then disappears right after. I always assumed she was going on the family trip with you. That's what she told me too.
Wait, what? Did Willow say she was joining the family trip? Hold on a second. Are you saying she actually told you that? No. Willow hasn't come on our family trips for the past few years. She kept insisting that she couldn't attend because her responsibility was to care for the kids.
Wait, seriously? So Willow hasn't been joining the trip at all these past years? But she told me that your parents won't pay for the children's travel. But as the daughter-in-law, she still has to go because that's just how it is. She kept claiming she had no choice but to be with you all. That's what made me step up and watch the kids each time.
This is insane. It's entirely the opposite. My parents actually look forward to traveling with the kids every year. They've always said, bring all the grandkids, we'd love to have them. They even offered to take care of all the living expenses and kept reassuring us not to stress about it.
So all that stuff Willow has been saying was just untrue. I can't believe this. I've been going along with that lie for years thinking it was true.
Perhaps. Willow assumed you were the one volunteering to look after the kids each year. She told me that you adore kids and you're the one who's always ready to take care of them.
What? Are you serious? That's not even close to the truth. I've been reluctantly agreeing every time because she asked me to. Honestly, it's been so much pressure every single year.
And lately, she's been saying, we can't travel with the kids because Ellie always insists on taking them. She's made it sound like it's all on us. So it felt like a one-sided request when you asked me to cover the food expenses this year. And that perspective really makes me wonder who the unreasonable one actually is.
Excuse me, what? I have never said anything like that.
You know, I felt something was off every time I talked with Willow, but now that we're laying it all out, it's clear there's been a serious miscommunication somewhere.
Yeah, I've felt that too. Like something's been off. Like we're having the same conversation, but not really connecting. To be honest, I've never truly volunteered to take care of the kids. I've only done it because she asked me to, nothing more. But hearing what you just said, it sounds like I've been portrayed as the one begging to watch them, and that really shocked me.
Exactly. I honestly thought you were offering out a kindness, like, I'll take care of them at my place. That's why I gave Willow $1,200 each year as a thank you. But hearing that the money never reached you, I'm honestly stunned. Makes me wonder where all the goodwill actually went.
I have no idea what happened with that either. So when you told me, I was genuinely shocked. And what's even more confusing is Willow's behavior. She drops off the kids but never says where she's going. She's not on the family trip, she doesn't check in with me. Honestly, I have no clue where she spends those 7 days.
She did tell me she was asking you for help every year. That part's true.
About a month back, she mentioned she would discuss the childcare expenses with you. But after that, she just went silent. Haven't heard a word since.
I see. In that case, I think we should really sit down and talk face to face. If we leave it like this, the misunderstandings are only going to pile up. We need to lay out the facts and where we each stand. Because if we don't get on the same page, I don't think anything will get resolved. Also, there's something I wanted to ask you. There's a situation I'd like your help with. It involves Willow too.
Sure. If there's anything I can do, I'll help however I can. I'll reach out again soon.
Ellie, good morning. Can you believe how gorgeous the weather is today? Perfect day for a trip, right? So yeah, same as always. I'm counting on you to take the kids again this year. You're seriously the only one I can count on. I really appreciate it.
Hold on a second, Willow. Aren't you trying to dodge an important conversation right now? What's going on with the cost of childcare this year? You just dropped off the bags like it was nothing, without saying a word. I turned around for a second to bring the luggage inside, and when I looked back, you were gone. It honestly felt like you were trying to run away.
Run away? Isn't that a bit dramatic? Don't say it like that. I was panicking too, okay? I was cutting it really close on time. I only had a few minutes before my bus left, so I had to make a run for the bus terminal. I didn't mean anything by it. I swear I totally meant to say a proper goodbye, and I really am sorry it came off that way. But seriously, I was planning to settle everything later. Once I get back, I'll thank you properly, and that's when I'll give you the money too. I just didn't have time right now. You believe me, right?
I mean, can I really believe that? You say the same kind of thing every year, and honestly, it's starting to make me uneasy.
No, this year is different. I actually talked to Matthew and asked him about it. So when I get back, well, it's just $50, but I'll give it to you for food. It's not much, but I hope you'll take it as a thank you.
Only $50? For watching 6 kids over 7 days? Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on, we're family, right? Isn't it kind of weird to hand over money like you're paying some vendor or something? Honestly, giving too much would just make it awkward, don't you think? That's why I was hoping you'd cut me a little slack. Family discount and all.
In that case, let's take a step back. Shouldn't you be bringing your kids on the family trip in the first place? Dropping off that many kids every year like it's nothing. That's what really feels like treating me like a stranger.
Well, about that, my in-laws can't stand the noise from the kids, so it's not really up to me. Of course, I wish we could all go as a family. That'd be ideal. But you know how stubborn they are. No matter what I say, they won't budge. I've tried to bring it up more than once, but in the end, they always shut it down with, "Don't bring them."
Then how about I talk to your in-laws myself? If they won't listen to you, maybe hearing it from someone else could actually make a difference.
What? No, that's okay. I appreciate the thought, really.
But I'm the one stuck watching the kids and dealing with all the hassle. And now you're handing me just $50 for all their expenses. Oh, should I talk to Matthew's parents and ask them to help over the costs? I mean, this whole situation is kind of happening because of their selfishness, right?
Oh, wait, Ellie. Don't go stirring things up. Just keep quiet and take the kids again this year, okay? Anyway, I'm about to hop on the bus. Talk later.
All right. By the way, where are you going again?
This year, I'm off to Savannah. Winter in Savannah. I mean, it's exciting, or actually kind of a drag. A trip with my cheapskate husband's lovely family? Total nightmare. I really wish I could bring the kids too. But hey, what can you do, right?
Right. Your parents-in-law were the ones who said not to bring them after all.
Exactly. So once again, I'm counting on you to hold down the fort. Wish me luck surviving this lovely family trip with the in-laws.
A family trip with who, exactly?
Huh?
You told me you were going with my parents. So, Willow, where are you really trying to go? Answer me. We've had this family trip planned for months. The destination is Colorado. I told you that more than once. Not once have we ever talked about going to Savannah. So where's that coming from?
Wait, what did you just say? I mean, maybe I got things mixed up. Hold on, who's talking right now? I mean, what? What's going on? I don't get it.
Don't dodge the question. I'm talking to you. Answer me clearly, Willow. Who are you heading to Savannah with, and what's the story behind it? You told me you weren't going on our family trip. So what the hell is this? You've always said you were going to your brother's place to watch the kids, right? So why Savannah all of a sudden?
Oh, wait, no. Hold on a second. What is this? This is coming way too fast. I hope I'm wrong, but Matthew, are you texting me from Ellie's phone right now? What the hell is going on? Why would you do something like that?
Enough with the drama. Just answer the question. Let's get the truth out in the open. Who are you going to Savannah with, and what kind of trip is this? No more lies.
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Must be hard to say out loud. I'm going on a trip with a guy I've been cheating with. Isn't exactly easy to admit.
What? Wait a minute. You really think that's what this is?
I already know everything. All the lies you've been stacking up over the years. Leaving the kids with Ellie and taking off on vacations with your affair partner. It's the kind of thing I wouldn't even want to believe under normal circumstances. And the money I gave you for taking care of our kids ended up being used for your own little trips and treats? I was honestly speechless. You've been covering up everything. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm done.
No way. How do you know all of that? How did you find out?
Ellie reached out to me. She said something felt off about the whole childcare cost situation. That's when I first realized. You've been lying. I gave you money every year, and then to hear her say I never received anything, I felt completely betrayed. And the more we talked, the more things just didn't add up. Nothing could be explained. That's when I knew for sure you were hiding everything.
I mean...
Every year you kept saying you were going to leave the kids and head off on the family trip with your parents, correct? And I believed you. I must have looked like such an idiot. Turns out you were telling Ellie something totally different. that you had no choice but to go on a trip with my parents. I can't believe you would lie like that just to make my parents look bad. In the end, you lied to your parents, my brother, the kids. You fooled everyone for years just to do whatever you wanted. Every bit of it was arranged. Every bit of it was a lie.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. This wasn't supposed to come out like this. This is a total disaster. What am I going to do?
Getting to the truth was way easier than I expected. Your story didn't match up anywhere. You couldn't even hide how off it all was. Hiring a private investigator was the right call. It only took 7 days to gather way more evidence than I ever imagined. When I saw the report, the shock and rage hit me all at once. You were cheating, and with a younger college kid no less.
Seriously? This can't be true. What did you uncover? All of it? No way. It was just a little fling. How did it blow up like this? Why did you go so far digging into it?
I didn't notice what you were doing. I was working nonstop, so I had no choice but to trust you with everything at home. But I was out there busting my butt trying to support 6 kids. Barely sleeping, giving up weekends, just to earn enough to keep us all afloat. And what did you do with that money? You used it to take vacations with another guy. I didn't want to believe it. But the evidence said it all.
I mean, hold on, Matthew, just calm down. If we talk this out, I'm sure we can clear up this whole misunderstanding.
You can't talk your way out of this anymore. It's over, Willow. At this point, you might as well come clean. All the lies, the cheating, the way you've used the kids as cover. I want the truth. Everything. No more hiding.
All right, you got me. I'll admit it. All of it. I admit it. I admit it. But even so, I still have the right to enjoy my life. So if nothing else, I'm doing this my way, at least for once. It's too late to stop me now. I'm going to Savannah with him. I'm going to make one last good memory before I deal with reality.
What did you just say?
If I'm going to get chewed out later anyway, I might as well enjoy my last trip before the storm hits. Even if you know where we're going, you've got no clue where we're staying, right? I'm already on the bus. That means I win.
Too bad. I know exactly which hotel and everything else.
What?
Also, just so you know, I'll be staying at the same hotel tonight. I'm on my way there now.
What? Wait. How do you know that much?
Well, turns out the investigator I hired is really good. He figured, if your affair partner is a college kid, then you probably handled all the reservations. He suggested I check the home computer myself.
No way. You got to be kidding me. But you left the house this morning like it was just another normal day. You're bluffing. This is all just a scare tactic.
If that's what you think, go ahead. See for yourself. Anyway, I'll be heading to Savannah now, too. Let's make some wonderful memories, the 3 of us.
Hey, Ellie, what's going on here?
Sorry?
I need help. Matthew's actually at the hotel. I panicked and ran up to the room. But what do I do now?
Why not just go enjoy the trip with all 3 of you? Pretty sure Matthew brought the divorce papers with him, right? Grab a nice dinner in Savannah and talk it all out. Just the 3 of you.
What? He brought divorce papers? So that means Matthew's really planning to leave me?
Well, I mean, who needs a wife who's been cheating for years?
But he can't raise 6 kids without me, right? That's why, even if I got caught, I thought divorce was off the table.
Yeah, Matthew is super busy with work. But that's why you can just pay child support and solve that part.
Wait, what?
If you get divorced, then obviously Matthew won't have to support his wife anymore. That alone will make his life a whole lot easier. Plus, if you actually pay proper child support for all 6 kids, he won't have to work crazy hours and come home at midnight every night like he has been. He told me he'd finally be able to spend more time with the kids. And with help from his parents, he wants to rebuild a life that puts his time with the kids first. He seemed completely sure of that.
What the hell? Are you serious? That is so one-sided. This totally screws me over. Wait, child support? You mean I have to pay it? Are you serious?
Matthew's already making moves to get full custody, so yeah, of course, that's how it works. If the kids aren't living with you, there's no need for you to get living expenses. But child support, that's your responsibility as a parent. Just being their mom doesn't get you off the hook. You're still their parent. That means you're still responsible.
But I'm a woman. There's no way I can earn like a man, and I don't have that kind of money to give. If it's 6 kids and it's $300 per kid, that's $1,800 a month. And that's seriously my entire part-time salary. I just can't manage it.
Before you go calling yourself a helpless woman, maybe remember the fact that you had 6 kids and cheated on your husband. Your actions were anything but helpless, and that's exactly why we're here now. And by the way, gender has nothing to do with this. Child support is for the kids, not something you get to complain about. They're your children, your responsibility. You brought them into this world, and you owe it to them to step up. This isn't something you get to run from.
Yeah, I know that. But realistically, I can't. It's just not an option. I won't even be able to carry on. I mean, $1,800? No matter how hard I work, I can't see any kind of future that isn't miserable. I don't want a divorce. I really thought we could fix things. That we still had a chance as a couple. And the kids, I know they don't really want to be away from me. Even if they're mad right now, deep down they still need their mom. They have to.
That's completely in your head, Willow. And just so you know, don't worry. The kids are going to be just fine without you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Matthew actually sat down and asked each of the kids. He asked, there's a chance you might not see mom anymore. How do you feel about that? They all expressed their desire to remain by his side. No tears, no hesitation. He said they actually looked relieved.
How come? Why would they pick Matthew over me?
I've heard that the older kids appeared to be really happy. According to what I heard, they said, finally, we're free from moms dragging us around. And they looked so at ease. They've had to take care of the little ones, sacrificing their own time with friends. It's something they've been bottling up for quite a while.
But that's just... maybe that happened a few times, but it's not like it was constant, I think.
The kids notice, Willow. They see how they're treated, even if they don't say anything. They kept quiet because they didn't want to get hurt. One of them said, I can't stand that I sometimes get annoyed with my little brothers and sisters while struggling to hold back tears. That kid blamed himself for how he felt and tried to fill in as a parent. Did you ever take a moment to truly grasp what they were feeling?
I didn't know. I thought I was doing my best in my own way. I thought I was doing my best.
That might have been what hurt the kids the most. Excuses from a parent don't mean anything to a child. That said, none of the kids ever said they hate you. Not once. So even if it's a bit late, now's the time to really show them you care. Don't run from this. Take responsibility. That's the last thing you can do for them as their parent.
You're right. I admit it. This is all my fault. But no matter what I do now, nothing's going to undo what's been done, right? Still, let me at least apologize to the kids. Let me say it myself in front of them. If nothing else, I want the words I'm sorry to stay with them, even just as a memory.
Less than a week later, Willow and Matthew came back home without saying a word. That fun little trip to Savannah must have turned into the harshest reality check of their lives. By the time they got to the hotel, Matthew had everything ready. He made her sit next to her affair partner and had both of them sign legal agreements regarding child support. I heard their faces went pale, and Willow's hands were shaking the whole time. Her college boyfriend? Practically in tears, yelling, I didn't mean for this to happen. Eventually, it was revealed that she used up every single dollar of the $1,200 payments Matthew gave her each year. She used the childcare money, meant for food and necessities, on dates with her affair partner. And that wasn't even the worst of it. Their entire savings at home was nearly wiped out. Willow had been spending recklessly on luxury and entertainment. At that point, Matthew completely lost it. He had Willow sign a complete repayment agreement and even sent me a hefty envelope as a way to apologize for the hassle she caused me. Inside was cash and a crumpled note that just said, I'm sorry. The handwriting somehow made it all even more pathetic. As for Willow, rumor has it she moved back in with her parents. But even they apparently stopped defending her. I heard things are pretty cold over there. She's juggling 3 part-time jobs now, from what I've been told. Cashier, warehouse sorting, cleaning, working mornings and nights, just trying to cover child support. And the kids? They're living peacefully with Matthew now. they smile more, and the older ones are finally starting to reclaim their own time. And me? Oh, I'm doing just fine. Sometimes I even bring over homemade treats for the kids to enjoy.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.